Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land to the newest session of the Tal'Dorei campaign. Now, before we jump right into the action, we have a few short announcements to make, usual ones that you're all aware of. If you are interested in joining any of our pay-to-play games, please reach out to me and let me know. During these trying times, it's very important to keep yourself dutifully distracted from the world by playing in a different one, and D&D is a great way to experience escapism in an appropriate environment that some therapists actually utilize for patients with severe depression and other symptoms like that. I am not a therapist. I am not here to be a therapist, but I'll totally run some D&D games because that shit's fun. Additionally, if you want to support what we do, but you don't necessarily have the time to be a player, or our slots are a little too full and not available for you, please consider joining our Patreon. I finalized a deal with a comic artist to scribe up a little bit of a series for my 6 main NPCs that are an adventuring party together that have also been PCs of my own in the past. We are going to be working on all of the details, and everybody who's on the Patreon before the end of the month will be able to put in their votes on whose perspective the comic is going to be from, starting and moving forward for each individual month. It's a nice little perception scheme that we can move forward with, and I think it'll be very entertaining, where month by month it changes to a different party member's perspective. So be sure to jump on that if you want to join. You also gain access to our great community inside of the Discord server, though we haven't had a whole lot of games recently that are, just friendly, fuck off, have good time type of games. We can start having some more of them in the near future now that my life is slowing down and pacing where it needs to be. I apologize, I haven't organized any good community games in the past 3 weeks, but I mean, we have 9 new community members and 3 or 4 new games, so yeah, I've been pretty busy. But if you also want to support what we do, please consider going over to Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook. You can find all of that in the description below, or if you're watching this live, you can just go over to the twitch.tv/GeroForUsAll and use the exclamation point media. However, I believe that is going to be everything for us today. Jimmy, tell us what happened last session.
All right. Last session, we began by heading out to West Run, continuing our journey eastward, and came across a bridge. I came across a group of individuals who were threatening us, not allowing us direct passage.
You're pretty quiet. Can you move the mic closer?
Oh, yeah, it's on the floor. Maybe that's why.
Probably.
Much better.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we made our way towards a bridge heading eastward, came across some individuals who we understood to be bandits, weren't letting us pass. There was kind of a discrepancy, some words used, some actions taken. Needless to say, we burned them all to cinders, spent a little time repairing the bridge before continuing on. And as we soon after crossed the bridge, a little while later, came across some smoke that was up towards the forest in the north. Decided just to do a quick investigation since it wasn't too far away. Came across a fort that was inhabited by quite a few people. Speaking with the person who came out of the fort to parley with us, we got the striking impression he was not who he said he was. He said he was a what's that type of guard again?
Shield.
He was a shield. He claimed to have been a shield, but upon the inspection of Dorzen, and I believe one other person picked up on it, he was not actually who he said he was. Learning that, immediately Dorzen struck said individual, which then incurred a volley of hundreds of arrows being rained down upon the party, which very much nearly killed us. We did manage to work our way through the combat for a little bit. Jimmy threw up a wall of wind, which blocked all said arrows from further killing us. and we managed to slow things to a halt and discover that he was not in fact a shield, but was actually a person looking out for the refugees heading westward within the fort. So upon finishing up that little confusion and having a few more words with him, we were allowed to have, I believe it was one person go inside of the fort. We provided them with a little information that we had being on the road. They gave us some information as well. It was Alarin. Alarin offered to give them food and feed the people inside for a little apology, as it were. And we were informed that they actually had a little brigade that was looking after a bridge that we had come by earlier. And they also informed us that Westerun was not as welcoming at this current time, and they were not accepting new people or allowing people out of the city itself. So with that, we're about to take off when a familiar white-haired individual came out, who revealed to be a certain progeny of Percy DeRollo and Vexalia, their youngest son, Jeffy, who Jimmy was familiar with, had met before, and he requested that he be allowed to come with us to Westrun to pick up some of the goods and packages he had wanted delivered a while back. So we continued heading to Westrun, Jeffy in tow, came to the city where we were greeted with what we were told we'd be greeted with, an armed guard outside of the city, told to turn around, go back the way we came. There was a plea for entrance to the city to acquire said goods and hopefully not spread anything or allow any harm to come to anybody, but that was denied. So Prissa came forth and offered up a relation that she had to Vox Machina itself, which she turns out to be the, believe it was cousin, is that correct? Of Pike
great grandniece, I think.
Grandniece? Okay. Yep. So she has a relation to Pike, but turns out that this part of the family people are familiar with isn't quite the most trustworthy. So that idea was stricken down, unfortunately. And Prissa went to go mope. I'm sorry, in the back of the cart. So we offered up, since we did have Alarin, to have him enter on our behest, since he was immune to any such disease and could freely go in and out without threat of harming others or being harmed, I suppose. So he was stripped down, allowed inside, and went to go acquire the goods for Mr. DeRollo Jeffy. Came back out, wasn't able to actually acquire everything because of how much there was, but I believe we came up with a way to get said goods through the Dark of Night, which is kind of where we had found ourselves at the end of the last session. If I remember correct, I think we were just on our way to try to pick up said goods. But
you're all hidden away in the tree line, a little shy of about 150 feet from the actual sewer that you are supposed to wait for the goods to be transported to. However, upon everybody making a stealth check, I believe it was Sir Yurik who failed horribly with his disadvantage, natural 1. And the guards have begun moving towards your location. Two of them are approaching. The third one is still sitting back there by the sewer grate as a readied individual. And with this happening, this is where we begin. So,
All right.
you all are on a secret mission that you are not supposed to let anybody know about, because Tessa is not supposed to let anyone know that she is working with the unsavory people to safeguard those outside of the city walls as well. And it would go directly against what you all said you would do, with keeping that a secret with her, and helping everyone else if you made them aware, hey, she's leaking things out of the city, no problem.
Oh,
Lauren spoke with Tessa. That's what I forgot.
Yeah. Lauren spoke with Tessa.
Jero, I don't
Before
know
we
if you
get
saw,
fully
but
started, are we at
Yeah,
full
faces,
reports
I got
and
it.
fully rested and stuff?
We are.
Yeah, you all long rested. You're good.
Right.
General, perhaps you should wear off to the sides so we can distract them.
Yep, Kenroth will go off invisibly to the sides, since he's quick enough to get away without people seeing him. And wait off to the side while they try to deal with the guards. Hopefully.
You creep just a little bit further away. Now, the other guards are still approaching everybody.
Perhaps drop the invisibility, please. No need to make them, well, more suspicious than they already are.
If I dropped it, he would be visible as well.
I have the ring.
Oh, yeah. She didn't cast it at a higher level. Okay, cool. Then she listens to you and drops the invisibility. Just so you guys know, I do have a couple of options in case this goes wrong. I can make them all, well, the two up close very distracted, and stay put for about a minute, or I could make them flee and run away from us. First, just sent me the two spells that she has prepared for this situation.
Well, let us keep that as a backup plan. I will try to talk them back.
So, you all wait as they approach over towards the tree line, and you hear the one raise his voice. A fairly stout-looking elf. Yeah, it's later in the evening. They'd have the elf shift wording. Walks forward and goes, "Hey, who's all out there?
I'm
Show
sorry.
yourselves."
Aaron will go out and towards them.
Anyone else stepping up?
I'm just gonna take my pizza out of the oven. I'll be right back.
Okay, so Sir Uric goes and gets his pizza. Is anybody else going to step out?
I got a natural 20. I am hidden, son.
Okay. Alarin, you are the only person who steps forward. What are you doing out here?
I'm sorry. We were not allowed entrance into the city. I thought we could make camp in this forest.
Roll a deception check.
I mean, it's not wrong.
That's not what he's doing out here. He's wrong.
Yeah.
It's a deception.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to use the session inspiration already.
All right. You were trying so hard not to kill people.
That's a 23.
23. All right, they will roll an insight check. Okay. Sorry, but you're not allowed to stay this close to the gates. You got to stay further back. All right.
Yes, I understand. It is no problem.
There's a small encampment to the west, not terribly far from here. They look you up and down with all of your gear and weaponry. It's probably best if you keep those all stowed as you approach them, though.
They are wary of strangers?
Yes.
Well, I will try my best, but my weapon is not easily concealed.
Best of luck to you.
And to you.
about 10 steps backwards with the other guy and heads back to the location. Sir Yurik and Alarin, since you two are the only two that broke your stealths from Sir Yurik failing and Alarin stepping out, the two of you need to roll your stealths together if you plan on staying here.
All right. And
Um,
I'm not sure I
Yeah.
completely understood the situation itself. Are we?
You're hiding in the tree line, waiting for a shift change to happen between guards so you can run out and gather the supplies for Jeffy and, well, yourselves. No, nothing for you guys, just Jeffy.
All right.
yeah. Well, let us get moving. Yeah.
So are the two of you going to stay here in stealth, or...
No, I'm dragging Yurik with me.
Fair enough. If
All
you
right.
want me to be extra quiet, I can be that for a little while at least. But it'll be very quiet.
Well, better stage whisper. Better to stay the path, and we could rather double back afterwards.
Fair enough. All right. Lead on.
Right. So the two of you walk away?
Yeah, maybe about 200-300 feet away. Well out of sight in the darkness.
Alrighty. So, the two of you walk away, and everybody else remains inside of this area, just quietly squatting and waiting. Conorath, you've kind of walked away a little bit. I'd probably put you close to like 40 feet, just in case. So you're now 190 feet from the drop area.
I would move a bit closer after they walk away.
Dorzen, what do we do? I'm like behind a perfect Jimmy-shaped rock. That's what I imagine the natural 20 gets me. I'm just like...
I as rock.
Stay quiet. They get the shit. We run.
I don't know. Oh, okay.
And sitting behind you, behind the rock, not rolling nearly as well on his stealth check, but being assisted by everybody else, Jeffy speaks up and goes, do you think it would make too much noise if we start working on things?
No.
Yes.
Now, no. Probably a bad idea.
So, okay. I suppose I'll just start trying to recite the periodic table of elements. And he starts doing that quietly in a humming tone.
As we have stated, he is Taliesin raised by Keyleth.
He's Taliesin raised by Tarion.
Allison raised by Keyleth with Uncle Terry coming by like every week.
True. Good enough. Good enough. So, a few hours go by. As you're all waiting there, I want two of you to make me a survival check.
The waiters, or
The waiters. The two of you are far enough away that you are outside of this entire interaction.
I'll do a survival.
I'll make the other.
Cool.
Oh, I can't use my -2. Oh my god.
holy.
Jeez.
Not terrible.
Both are waiting for what you presume to be the perfect moment. Conorath, as soon as the three guards start walking away towards the gate, you step forward ready to bolt, and then Dorzen holds his hand out and goes, "No. 3, 2, 1. And give me an athletics check, Conorath.
Okay.
Freaking spy movie stuff.
27. Within a blur, at full sprint of a capable blood hunter, you go shooting yourself across the entire landscape, and the 3 guards are walking away still by the time that you make it up to the pool of water. One of the guards starts...
Gust of wind.
Huh?
He's invisible, remember? So he's just a gust of wind on the plane.
Right.
Yep.
One of them turns around and looks directly at you, Conorath, and looks around you. I heard something. I didn't hear anything. There's definitely footsteps. And the 3 of them start fanning out through this area and start sweeping through it with their blades, looking very cautious. They're prodding at the ground, they're stabbing in the air, they're twisting quickly, and they're swinging their blades wide, sweeping it. They're not, like, being super fast, but they are trying to find you. Would you like to roll a stealth check, Conorath?
Yes.
You're invisible.
Yeah, I have advantage, yeah, so...
Yep. 15.
Jero, I would like to do something as soon as you finish this.
Sure. As you're kind of like numbly stepping away from one of the blades that they're swinging wide with, you kind of accidentally bump into one of the guards. And they spin around quickly to attack you. You dodge out of the way of it. However, I do need initiative.
God damn it.
Jimmy, is what you're doing relevant right now or after initiative? Or Dore?
No idea. I don't think anybody's been found out fully, so it's fine.
So it should just be Conroth, or should we all join?
If you plan on doing anything, feel free to join.
Don't think I can help in this situation.
Want me to move closer to Westrun itself?
No. I'll put you here. Everyone else, you're like 150 feet away from everything.
Off in the distance, Solarin is just... I hope they are not screwing things up.
You just dodged out of the one, bumped into the other. Only Jimmy and Conorath on the initiative order?
Would beating up guards count as a minor crime?
In the state of Westrun, typically speaking, it would be considered a punishable crime by probably a long stilt in jail with a fine to pay to get out of it. However, in this crisis and panicked time, probably punishable by death.
Is it murder if they're only mostly dead?
Dead is dead. So
I've
since
seen The Princess Bride. There is mostly dead.
Sure. And I've seen SpongeBob. So, Conorath, as you bump into the one, they swing their blade at you, which you dodge out of the way of. And you see that all 3 of them are aware of your footprints moving the grass aside and are aware of where you currently are inside of the field.
All right. Would a bonus action break the invisibility if it's not an attack?
Only if it's a spell.
This wouldn't be, like, say, the hybrid transformation? Because it's not a spell.
Does invisibility break? Oh wait, no, that's a spell. Never mind.
Yeah, it's only on attacks and
Attacks or
spellcasting.
cast a spell, so yeah, it would not.
All right, I will do that and definitely dodge out of the way, since I don't take attacks of opportunity. So I'm gonna dash 40 feet in one direction.
Which direction? There's towards your allies, towards the gate that you're kind of right next to, down the side of the wall.
probably down the side of the wall, like going towards an area where there's not a lot of grass and things. It makes it harder for me to keep track.
Okay. So you go taking off down the side of the wall. Jimmy.
Let's make it 45.
Cool. Jimmy.
I grab a small rock nearby, acorn, pine cone, whatever I can find, and I cast a magical tinkering on it, and I try to chuck it between myself and the guards somewhere like out in a walking path. And I'm going to imbue in the pine cone the sound of a feral cat. So anybody who touches or steps on the pine cone, comes in contact, will hear the growling noise of some feral creature.
Okay. Give me an athletics check to throw the pine cone.
Athletics. There it is. 11.
You throw it probably a good, I'd give you like 30 feet or so outside of the tree line, a little closer to them. So if anybody steps on it, it makes the sound of a cat.
Feral, cat creature.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. And is that all?
Yep.
Right.
I'm still hidden. Well, still in the same spot at least.
Yeah. The guards start pursuing after you. This one, Conorath, is going to raise his blade over towards you and scream, "Halt!" I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, all right, wisdom saving throw. 11.
Ooh.
Wait, can he do it since I'm invisible?
He is aware that you are there. You're not stealthed.
Fair enough.
Actually, wait. It says that you can see within range.
Yeah.
He can't see you. Damn, never mind. Alright, that doesn't do anything. Fuck it. He's gonna do the only other thing he can do, which is Misty step in front of you and swing his blade out. So he still has his channel divinity. Alright, cool. That'll be a 15 to hit, which I presume misses.
Misses.
Okay. Second attack. A 10 to hit, which also misses.
Yep.
Alrighty. As the guards are all trying to catch up and pursue you, they begin fanning out a bit wider and around you as well. Conorath, your turn.
Yeah, I want to make this guy go on a wild goose chase, and let's see here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. 55 feet. Yeet.
Okay. You're taking off, now looping around towards the forest, I presume?
The outside of the forest, yeah. Like if they're over here, I'm going like farther away from them.
I got you. You're keeping a very wide berth from your allies. Jimmy.
Yeah.
Same thing. I pick up a pine cone, I throw it out in another direction. This time the guards have like moved over another way, so again I'm like throwing it in their direction just to give me like some type of buffer to know if they're coming towards.
Okay. I'll say you probably throw it the same amount, about like 20, 30 feet or so.
Yep.
Easy enough. The guards. Conorath, you hear the one guard is starting to approach back over towards the wall. The others seem to be trying to pursue after you, listening closely. And you hear the one who immediately Misty stepped in front of you call out and go, "Get the shield. We need it now." Conorath.
I wanna, yeah. They're trying to keep after me, so I will do movement and action to then try to loop farther around to keep going. Yeah, let's say I go this way, then that way.
Serpentine.
So, yeah, serpentine. A total of 110 feet.
Okay, cool.
So,
Serpentine.
yeah, I'm basically. This is wild goose chase for them. They have no idea what's happening.
Ready?
So, I'm not going to move it since otherwise there's like a.
Yeah.
that.
You are. They cannot catch up to you physically.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
I turn around. Tarzan, where do you go? Do I see Dorzen?
Considering he is a horseman hiding behind a tree, yes.
Okay.
It's a big tree. But,
Just enough to hide the person half.
Got it.
well, it hides everything who looks directly at the tree, not from the people who are side by side with you.
I'm just standing in front of like a wall.
Yeah, but it works.
I don't have it marked yet, so I'll spend it. Shadow solution on myself so I can freaking see in the dark. And then I turn to him and go, do you see where they went? Are the packages here yet? And that's it.
Dorzen, would you like to add yourself to the initiative tracker?
Yes, to be able to determine how far away they are from where we're supposed to drop is, and if the guy is actually shown up yet.
Then add yourself to the initiative tracker. We'll add your turn as soon as you happen.
I'm trying to use our group's 22 passive perception.
Guards! The other guards are going to continue to fan around you, Conorath, trying to catch up, and more or less just trying to keep an eye out on you. Everyone else, or more in particular, Dorzen, you notice that the one guard has made it over to the wall and has pressed on one of the bricks on it that indents in, and immediately you hear the shifting of some type of magical essence at the top of the wall itself. Alrighty. Ooh, cool. Good. Dorzen. Wait, lag. Dorzen, it's your turn.
The guards are still trying to find invisible Conroth. One guy did something to the wall.
And at the top of the wall, you see that there's an individual in long red robes who appears up there.
How far are the guards chasing Conroth from me?
At this point, considering he's leading them away, probably close to like 200 feet.
So far enough away that they wouldn't necessarily see me if I went over to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Dorzen's gonna stealth towards where the drop zone is.
Okay. Step out and you begin trying to head over there.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself and try to stealth.
So you only have one action in combat, buddy.
Oh, right, we're in combat.
Yeah, I'll roll Pris's initiative, though, to see if she can't help.
All right, then I'll just stealth forward as best as a horse can.
All right, Pris is still on your back. As you break out of the tree line, roll your stealth check.
I forgot Prissa's. I keep forgetting Prissa has decided to actually use the saddle.
Well, Prissa would cast invisibility, though.
On her turn, but I need his stealth check.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm wearing heavy armor.
Yeah. Roll it. That's a survival, not a stealth.
Oh, thank God. They're right next to each other in the turn order.
3. Cool. On Pris's turn, she's going to cast invisibility at a higher level. So that both of you turn invisible. What level is invisibility typically? 3, right? 2.
2.
2. So she uses a 3rd level spell slot. And the two of you are now invisible.
Really glad I don't leave footprints like Kanaroth.
True, but now
yeah.
there's kind of a hoverboard sensation above the grass as you're moving over it. Just...
Oh, man.
Conroth, your turn.
Okay, I will keep going away 55 feet and then attempt to stealth.
Okay. Run. Stealth.
Another 15.
All right, you stealth. That's a good roll. That's a 14.
Yeah.
You're just not good at stealthing.
No.
Is not monk, everyone. Is not monk.
And he's not a paladin either.
Nope. So, you managed to find a tree to kind of like position yourself towards. Jimmy, your turn. You're all alone with Jaffe.
I was about to say, Jaffe, don't move or say anything. Just, we need to be very quiet right now.
And Idiom and what? Oh, is something happening?
Yeah, they're up there right now, but I don't know if they're getting a package or...
Oh, well,
not
they
sure.
better get my package. And he steps out, like, trying to look over there.
Shh. I'll throw another pine cone in another direction just to be safe.
Okay.
That's my turn.
The guards are going to keep chasing after the direction that you went, Conoroth. The one... Yeah. They're fanning through the forest and tree line trying to find you right now, but they don't seem to have a very good idea of where you are. However, on top of the wall, an individual begins flying out. Over the tree line itself. Oh yeah, they just see you. They look down at one of the trees where you kind of are like pressed against it, and unfortunately you gripped it a bit too hard, so your fist like crunched part of the bark, and they look down directly in your location. They're far away from you up in the air, but they are fully aware you are there. And you see this flying individual in long red robes just hovering and looking down at you. The robes are very similar to Pris's. Yep. Dorzen. It seems that nobody noticed you over there.
Really, really good. Unfortunately,
The unfortunate thing about being able to see invisible creatures is when you see a werewolf, you're more scared of that.
Oh yeah. Fortunately, I misread the entire situation right there.
That's fine.
Oh, God.
You see the flying individual up over the canopy line.
I noticed he immediately beat in on Kanaroth.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's not catching up. Let me rephrase. He is not catching up. However, he knows and he's heading directly towards that area.
Okay.
Because with your insane passive, you can hear him trying to stealth. He's not doing a great job.
Is there any indication that there's a package waiting for us?
Roll me a perception check.
There we go.
You can't really see into the water that well yet. You still have to approach it a bit closer. You can't see anything around it either. Are you going to approach? Because that was your action. Are you going to move closer? All right, Dorzen holds his action and stays put. Or not action, he doesn't do anything.
Dorzen?
Yes, I'll move closer. I'm sorry. I'm getting
No problem.
getting nervous.
No problem. Prissa. Why do I keep closing out her character sheet? Just keep it open. God damn. All right, so you get a little closer. What's your movement speed? 40?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So 80, 120. You're only about 30 feet away from the drop-off zone.
No, I can't.
She can't cast any spells right now, or you become visible.
Does Prissa see the package?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, she has a little eye. She can look. Oh wait, she's a character. I roll everything in game. Prissa has a +3? What?
What?
10. No, she doesn't. Conoroth, the individual is looking right at you.
And booking it farther away.
Full beeline.
Full 110.
So that puts you close to 260 feet away from them.
Yep.
And this is why I don't bother with actual battle maps, because no, the battle map would be way too fucking big. Jimmy!
I want to see every square right now, Jero. I need this visual in my mind. I got calculations going. I take it I don't even perceive this individual in the robes. Or
They
are
aren't
they
stealthing. They're moving over the canopy, and red stands out fairly predominantly over green. So you would probably notice them up there.
That's probably not good. That's some type of magic user. Jaffe, I'd get behind something if you're not hiding. Don't be in the open. And
Oh, okay.
as long as that individual doesn't have our attention, we're staying put, and I'm gonna try to put eyes back. I'm focusing now between Dorzen and this individual because I have no
Okay.
idea what Canoroth is.
The guards are going to keep looking for you, Conoroth. The one notices that you ran away and is going to move towards you, but the other one is still fanning through, trying to find you.
Can I take that back, Jero? I will activate Ouch.
All right. Ouch is activated. The Archmage. How close can he fly? Okay. Pretty close. That's not close enough. Okay. You're a lichen in the middle of this open plains.
Invisible.
That doesn't matter. You're a lichen in the middle of this plains.
I don't like the sound of that.
I'm loving it.
Okay, somebody roll me a d4, please.
Oh.
Not me. I've been rolling crap.
Oh, Yurik hasn't done much.
Yeah, let's blame Yurik rolling.
All right.
Okay.
God damn it, Yurik.
I have no idea what this is, so could be good, could be bad.
I'm gonna guess Moonbeam.
Nope.
Disintegrate.
Is there something worse for all I can?
Conoroth. Within an instant, this individual appears in front of you, standing on the ground, and moves his hands in a motion very quickly, and all around you is this wall of energy and force that copes you into a ball.
Well, shit.
Wait, do I see the individual go away?
No, he was there and then he wasn't.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I just saw him gone.
You would have saw him moving his hands to cast a spell. Too far away to interact with that, unfortunately. But
Sure.
Conoroth, right now you are stuck inside of a ball of force.
Well, shit.
Did he cast Resilient Sphere on him?
Dorzen, it's your turn.
Oh god.
You look back, and the individual must have been taken off over the canopy or something. Your last perception check sucked. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna spend 30 of my movement to try to. I'm gonna go towards the thing and pray to God that the freaking package is there and this is all worth it.
All right, you move up to the water. You don't immediately see it. However, it's only your base movement to get up there. It's only your base movement to get up there.
So, can I have perception to find it? Or look for it?
You can investigate to find it now that you're this close to the area. You have to thoroughly look.
Okay, not as good as that.
Dirty 20. You can see the sewer grate itself has a slight discoloration on it, and attached to the front of it appears to be some type of pallet with a lot of objects attached to it. You still have 10 more feet of movement, so if you want to move into the sewage and grab it, you can start dragging.
I will do that.
Okay. Prissa will go, oh, great, we found it. Oh, that is awesome. Shoot. All right, now we have to get it out.
Does she have the disc prepared?
That would break invisibility, though.
It is not prepared either. However, she could flash recall for it, but you also have a Dorzen to carry it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the minute this can all be strapped to Dorzen's back, it's...
Well, it's on a pallet. It's on a pallet.
Oh, it's on a pallet.
All right. Conoroth, you are inside of this forceful ball of energy that is corrosing around you. Out of nowhere. You didn't even see it appear.
Would I know what this is?
You have never interacted with this spell before.
Okay. But I see the mage in front of me, yes?
Yeah, they're holding their hands out, concentrating on the spell.
Then I will reasonable and say like, why are you imprisoning me? I've done nothing wrong.
They just smile.
Yeah, okay.
Jimmy?
So I'm only watching Dorzen at this point because there's no other individual. That's kind of it. I'm just like trying to stay. I'm doing an active perception check. I'm trying to make sure like the guards aren't coming up on me. Or
Go for it.
That's it. Good old perception. Yeah, look at that age.
Perfectly average. You're keeping an eye out. The guards are taking their time to get up to you. They are running.
For future, can I do Ouch's perception since he is?
Go for it.
Actually, no, he's not in that homunculus. I can't. Nope, never mind.
Okay,
Sorry.
never mind. The guards are running towards you, Conoroth, but they're still a ways away, trying to approach. The Archmage is going to continue smiling at you and go, "Ah, we will discern that by our means. Then tell me, why were you invisible by our walls?" And they're just maintaining their spell. Not your turn yet. Dorzen. They don't seem to be aware of a combat, but we're still in initiative for combat. Dorzen.
So when I went in the sewer, there wasn't any like guards immediately near us, right?
No.
Okay, so
You're
I'm
not
gonna-
even in the sewer. You're outside of a sewer grate that has a gate over front of it, and right in front of the discoloration in the gate is the parcel in the water. And
Okay.
it's a large little parcel. Well, it's a large parcel.
Okay, got it. Gonna grab the parcel, hand it to Prissa on my back, dash out of there.
You pick it up, and you try handing it to Prissa, and she's like, oh no, oh no! You can pick it up fairly easily. Prissa, not a chance in hell.
All right, I'll just hold on to it then.
Alrighty. You are going to be considered encumbered while carrying this.
How much crap did this mother ever get?
This is close to 240 pounds.
240?
240. Which, with your numbers, puts you to encumbered.
Pretty sure there's a monogram
It doesn't.
microscope.
It doesn't put you encumbered?
I count as large. It doubles my thing.
I'm aware of that point, but you have the bag of holding, you have the Prissa, all of her
I don't have a
equipment.
bag of holding.
Wait, they took that away from you?
I never had a bag of holding.
I have one. Prissa has one.
So
Lauren has a haversack.
So you're
I
at
had a haversack.
481. Let's add...
That's with the 240 you gave me.
Oh, where did you add that on? Oh, down
I
the
put it
bottom.
as a blank item at the bottom.
Okay, now we add Prissa to you. Which Prissa has
I can hold up to
90
540.
Remember the
Prissa
bag of
has
holding?
98 pounds worth of shit.
Remember bag of holding?
outside of the
counts
bag
as
of holding.
15. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. We're at capacity now.
Exactly. You are encumbered. You're not over encumbered. You are encumbered. I know I checked this math before I did all this.
How does Prissa have 98 pounds of whatever?
Because
That's
she
like
counts
3
as like
different
20
weights.
or 30 pounds of it.
No, but that's 3 times. I'm saying, how is she carrying that? That's 3 times her weight.
Dorson!
Yeah, she's using the bag of holding. The bag of holding doesn't get heavier than 15.
Okay, so it's too big to fit in Prissa's bag of holding then, right?
Absolutely. This is a large plank. You know, like, if you ever go to Home Depot, they have, like, the large carrying crates and stuff like that they pile shit on top of? It's one of those with it, like, shit on it. You can
Okay.
pick it and lift it, but you are encumbered while carrying it.
Okay, so that reduces my speed by how much?
Half.
Half. All right, so I'll still dash to get my full movement.
Okay. So you start going back out there. Prissa will call out to you, do we want to keep moving slowly? Because that's not invisible, or do you want me to make you move faster? Dorson, you have 4 words.
Invisible.
Okay, that's only one of the words. Then Prissa is going to do nothing except give you moral support.
Hey.
Oh wait, I thought she was saying make that invisible.
No, she can either maintain your invisibility or make you move way faster.
There's no guards near us, right?
Not directly near you, no. I mean, you hear them in the forest, but they're not near you.
Oh, fine. I misunderstood what she was asking then. Faster.
Okay.
Right.
Then she will drop invisibility on you, and she will cast haste. Just as a friendly reminder of what haste does. And she is all out of 3rd level spell slots. Conaroth, you may continue your conversation with this individual.
I was looking for something. As for why I was invisible, tell me, how would you react to seeing a lycanthrope looking for something? Not well, I assume. So I figured best to keep the peace in this trying situation and times that we are in.
Roll a deception check.
Come on. 18?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. On their turn, they'll incite you. Jimmy?
I'm seeing Dorzen speeding over towards us.
His body vibrating.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna be like, okay, Jaffe, I think we're getting out of here pretty quick.
Oh, wondrous.
Get ready. And
Sure.
I'm just gonna wait for like Dorzen to make his way past towards, and then we'll start heading off.
The first guard has gotten closer to you, Konaroth. They're right outside your bubble, but that's with them dashing up. The second guard is catching up to you, but not quite there yet. The Archmage. Insight. Be it as it may, your kind are not seen around here. The last one that we saw, well, let's just say it was very devastating for the populace that discovered it. I'll be taking you in for questioning. Dorzen.
Double dash towards the cart.
Double dash or triple dash?
I can triple dash?
You get an extra action when you're hasted.
Action, haste, dash, haste, dash, normal. Where's triple dash?
Movement, action dash, hasted action dash. That's triple.
Okay, sure. Let's do that.
So your movement speed goes back up to normal. So you're 40, 40, 40. Within a moment, you make it up to Jimmy and up to Jaffe, and Jaffe goes, "Oh, great, our ride's here." And he starts packing up his bag, because apparently he was working on things while sitting here. Prissa is going to go, okay, 94, and she's just counting down how long you have before it's gone. Konaroth.
Question. My background stuff, I know no one's supposed to know about it, but would a situation like this be acceptable in this kind of situation? To reveal that kind of stuff? Or is everything supposed to be like hush hush?
That is your discretion to make if you believe this person to be somebody who is within reason of your background. That is completely up to you.
All right.
But you don't know anything about them except they wear robes similar to Prissa.
I am well aware of the last situation. And I am part of a group that makes sure those individuals do not cause that kind of harm anymore. I have no intention of harming anyone, as I come from the common folk myself.
Roll a persuasion. Okay.
Damn it.
Jimmy, your turn.
We're booking it. Come on, Jaffe. Let's go.
Alrighty. Running. So you are running. With Ouch, presumably. The other guard catches up to you finally. And you notice that the energy that is coalescing around you, the two guards seem to be pulling out shackles, readying themselves against you, while the Archmage is just focusing on the wall and energy surrounding you. The Archmage... what organization do you speak of? You do have 4 words when it is not your turn, Konaroth.
All right.
Do
Then,
you wish to say anything, or...
yeah, at my own discretion, I will say the Blood's Bane.
They drop the force. Dorzen.
Getting to the cart, throwing this crap in the cart, and taking the cart to pick up the other idiots to leave.
I'll allow you to get to the cart and throw the crap in the cart, but you're not getting the cart to leave yet.
Okay.
You have to wait for everyone else to catch up who is not moving at 140 feet per round.
So I'm just going to
120.
keep this little Prissa thing you added
Yeah.
for knowledge.
Sure. Prissa.
I mean, you could have stopped and picked up Jimmy. That would have been nice. But he'll run there.
I actively can't. This package is too big.
Prissa looks back and goes, "Come on, Jimmy. Come on. You can do it."
she says from her high horse.
Konorath, your turn.
He
The
dropped the
energy drops around you, and the two guards are looking confused and getting ready to, like, shackle you, but the Archmage brings their hands together. Explain.
I am here at the behest and assisting Vox Machina, and our organization is trying to help handle the situation.
Are you
Many
the
things.
Scout.
I am a master of the organization, came to assess the situation. And I have deemed it dire enough that we are planning to send reinforcements to help with the situation. I'm
They're
sure
gonna
you
keep. They're gonna keep
unders-
talking to you, but we're moving out of initiative at this point.
and I will then look to the guards like, do you mind if I drop the invisibility while we talk then? I do not wish to scare the guards.
Feel free.
Invisibility's dropped, and they literally see the werewolf in front of them.
Drop that as well.
And that's dropped as well.
I heard word that they're coming over. They've already set sail from the coast.
I was the one that sent the message for the reinforcements.
Why did you not get in contact with us directly? Why sneak around?
Because I'm sure you know the nature of our organization is to be much more secretive. It is not clear who we can trust quite yet, as I'm sure you know of our history.
I'm Archmage Baneless.
Would I've heard of an Archmage Baneless before?
This is not your area of expertise, unfortunately.
I am Kenneroth. Kenneroth Mountain Hammer.
Well, Konorath. Based off of your expert assessment of the situation, is there anything you can tell me about these little creatures that are starting to take over the minds of people all throughout Tal'Dorei?
What we know is that it appears to be a former champion of the Raven Queen that gains power when his name is known. And he is bringing these creatures to help his attack to become one with the Raven Queen again.
Curious. I'll delve some research into that.
Knowing his name gives him power.
Knowing
be
his
very
name gives
careful.
us power.
I mean, it literally increases his power if you know his name.
And not knowing him increases the casualties.
Correct. But every time his name is mentioned and known, he gets stronger. Literally gets stronger. As if his power was exponentially increased everyone that knows of him.
That is strange.
Very much so. You can see why our order is interested in trying to defeat him.
Yes, of course. I've caught word from the Lyceum that they are already on their way through the oceans. Apparently they believe sending 20 will be of assistance to us. Konorath, 20 is almost the entire organization. Though nobody knows that. That's, the numbers are always unknown. But that's almost the entire organization.
If they're sending 20, then it is definitely important to the organization.
20 is important to them. Alrighty then. Well, as you can see, we have Westren fully occupied and safeguarded from this ordeal. I've taken up the watch specifically to make sure that nothing happens here. outside of the arcade means that I possess.
And that is very good.
Then continue your sniffing elsewhere. We have this place on lockdown. You can utilize your skills where they're more appropriate.
Very well.
He begins walking past you with the guards as well.
And I will walk farther away from the group, and then eventually, once I'm sure he's not paying attention anymore, circle back. So, like, probably 10, 20 minutes. Then eventually come around, since I'm sure we set a meeting spot.
No, you guys didn't set a meeting spot.
Nope.
So you're going to have to make a survival check to track down your allies.
Alright,
But-
then.
Everyone was in range of hearing when Ilaran got the.
Caught? Yes.
Yeah, and they saw you walking away, but you don't know specifically where he is. Now, luckily,
Yeah.
Ilaran and Yurik... Well, Yurik is not stealthing. Ilaran apparently stealthed out there, or I saw a while ago. But Yurik is still just sitting there. Presumably, you set up a nice little fire for yourself. You know, cozying up a bit, tending to your horse. You know.
Something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
survival.
Or if he takes too long, Prissa can just do a sending spell.
Yeah, she
Out of
could.
third levels.
No, she can use a higher level, but yeah. 14. You managed to track down Sir Yurik fairly easily. He's outside the tree line with a roasting fire. And Sir Yurik, give me a survival check.
Alright.
Ilaran is sitting there as well, just playing his ocarina.
All right. Roasting a couple of bunnies that you found out there. It's food. And if you've ever had rabbit, it tastes really good.
Yep.
But anyways, Dorzine, you come up there and then immediately stop moving. And then wake back up.
Yeah, you made it. Did you get the package?
Did he ever? You look in the back of the cart where he's starting to like rip everything open like it's Christmas morning. Oh, Jimmy, look
What?
over here.
Did you get? That was so heavy.
Oh, that's my gravitational resonator. He pulls up a small object with both of his hands.
What does this do?
Oh, it reacts with this very well, and he tosses open the box, and you see that there's this dark black orb sitting in there, and he ding! Everybody in the area give me a con save.
Fucking kidding me.
Am I in that area yet?
Yeah, you've walked up.
Alright.
Child's play.
We're in with Ilaran, so it's a +4, right?
Yes. I'll
And
grant you all of
Dore,
that.
so.
Cool. Then all of you feel like the area tense around you and start buckling you down towards the ground, but you all manage to resist it as best as you can. However, you watch Jaffe as he does that, and he just collapses to the ground. Ow! Okay, I'm not used to it yet. Ow! Jimmy, hit it again. He holds up the little rod. Hit it again.
All right. Bye.
And you all can move just easily again.
If you fail a con save, you're out of the party.
I mean, that's...
Well, that's the rule.
Well, Prisa has only a +2.
Hey, not with the Lauren, not with Jimmy.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's what I said. It's a gravitational resonator. Oh, I'm sorry, layman. When you set a specific frequency to this, it attracts the gravity within the radius to amplify, and gravity is the thing that makes sure you don't float up into the sky and die.
Dorzine, it makes things really heavy.
Oh, I guess that's another way to put it. Yeah, you're so good at describing it today.
Yes, and we are not as smart as him.
Yes. But yeah, that's what's so heavy. Oh, Oh, residual. That's right. About how much did you need? Do you have a monetary value, Jimmy?
I mean, if I'm looking to how much? Two things. One, I'm looking for the amount that I need to reprogram Ouch properly.
Which is
and
like
two,
200.
Yeah, two, we're looking for enough to indefinitely, keep that device going for the future. But I don't imagine he'd have that much on him.
You wouldn't imagine.
But
However, as you describe the project and about how much you need, he goes, starts going through all of the other parcels on the large crate and pulls out a box, hands the box over to you, Jimmy, starts going through some of the other ones, opened it. You see it's a fresh set of underwear for him that he closes and moves to the side, opens a different one, closes it, steps that, and places it on top of the other box for you, Jimmy. And then goes, do you want a little bit more just for experimental purposes? I mean, in all honesty, I don't have access to a mobile lab anymore, so I can't utilize it nearly as much. And I mean, as long as you're willing to, reflect notes in the future, I don't mind ever sharing with you.
he has enough residuum for both those projects.
And
He's
some to
offering
spare.
more.
I mean,
it's good to be the prince.
he is the heir of the person who owns the area where this is farmed exclusively. So
Yeah. And there's a reason he wanted this parcel so bad.
Understandable.
I'll take anything that you're willing to. I mean, of course, I'll pay for all of it. I don't have that
great.
much.
I actually didn't bring any gold with me.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, I need gold. How much gold do you have?
Here's the thing. I only have about 240 gold on me, but I do have my business, my manager backing him on. I have quite a bit actually. I give him the figure, which is
Triple, 5 digits, just about, I think.
Yeah, 11,581. What I have backing him on.
That actually would be reasonable for me to start up a shop. Well, unfortunately, I need it now.
Dorzen just
240
hands Jaffe 1,000 gold.
Alright, you pull out a sack and hand it, and he goes, "Oh, that should definitely." This is a little embarrassing. How much does a tavern usually cost?
I don't know. I don't own property.
No, to sleep.
Not that much. A good one will get you food, water, room for nights for a gold.
A gold?
A nice one, yeah, but like a normal tavern, maybe like a silver.
Yes. Yeah.
Silver.
I assumed you wanted a nice
Oh,
one.
you mean the things that we make our chinaware out of, and our utensils?
Yeah.
Okay, rich boy. Everyone else lives by silver. Rich people trade in gold. You're used to paying 10 gold in the big fancy hotels.
Oh, I've never paid. This is kind of my first time outside of Whitestone.
Well,
Is there such a thing as elf privilege in this world?
Half elf. But yes.
well,
Would you be quarter elf?
Quarter elf.
if
No, he's
You want
half elf. He's the youngest child. Oh wait, that is quarter elf. I keep forgetting they're only half. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
20
still half elf.
20 years, white skin, and white hair. He's very privileged. He is the most privileged.
well,
All right.
if
Well,
you want-
1,000 gold. I would be more than happy to take this off of you.
What exactly are you hoping to do with this thing? Residuum, you called it.
Oh, the possibilities, by my theory, are nearest to infinite. They can simulate any type of monetary value based off of components that you would typically utilize. Say, specific rituals. You are a very strong but cleric, correct?
Correct, yes.
You are. Have you ever done the what is it? The necromantic spell, the one that allows people to come back to life after they've perished recently.
I've not actually had the need for it. Or, well, I did revive my horse. But,
Yes. Oh, so you understand how it's so very expensive. Well, residuum can counteract the monetary cost of the necessary utilizations of items and objects to infuse the magic more assertively into the individual. Plus, I mean, if you're somebody at Jimmy's caliber or mine, you can utilize it for so many more things.
Some sort of natural substance, or how?
Oh, it is, residuum glass is not natural. Well, residuum glass is natural. Residuum powder, on the other hand, is not. And that is what I have. It's easier to move around and keep mobile, and, well, I have an entire facility that can, well, create it back home. But yes, Jimmy, after handing you the 200 gold for Ouch, the whatever it would cost for the mechanism that you used over in the Riffimus jungle, he then hands you 1,000 GP worth of residuum powder.
Thank you, Dorzen. I'll be
It's
able
fine.
to utilize this like as soon as we can make our way back there.
In total, all of that weighs about 40 pounds.
That's okay. I had like 56 pounds left in my bag, so.
Perfect. Cool. That is wonderful. But you gave him the information to your shop's location back in Iman.
Yeah, I gave him that information, and if he's willing to part with any more of the residuum, I told him he could cut a deal with Raspin to leave him with the material. And
I may have to get in contact with my sister to see if she can ship me out any. I mean, I didn't know living in a tavern was so cheap.
yeah, I have a shop in Amman too now, so I mean, if you want to,
Would you mind if I utilize the location for my own experimentations?
absolutely. Just be
As
sure.
long as you pay rent.
Any volatile experiments, run those by whoever the constable is beforehand. I just don't want to get kicked out before I have a chance to utilize it. I haven't exactly broken it in yet.
I'll find a different place to work then. And what is this rent you speak of?
Normal people pay for the places they don't own land to.
Oh, so you're saying buy it? Can I buy your shop, Jimmy? I have 1,000 gold.
I want to explain this to both Jeffy and Sir Europe, because maybe
Yeah. At this point, Ilarna is just rolling around laughing at the spectacle that is going on before him.
Teach
Even
the
I-
white
even
people
I know what
rich boy
what
property
renting
value.
is and-
Oh, you're a seasoned adventurer. You know paying for taverns. It's usually less than a platinum, and you get everything that you ever want. And then you also know that, well, rent is something kind of foreign to you, but you believe you have to pay rent for your horse whenever you go to a different place that doesn't have a stable.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because, you know, he needs his own room.
I love the fact that the Fey pirate knows more about this than the half
Because you
elf.
had to survive.
By the way, has Kanroth made it back to the camp?
Oh, yeah, all of you are here right now.
Okay. Yeah. Where did you go? Did you like? I didn't see any of the guards come back. They're not hurt, are they?
No. Although I was almost hauled in by an archmage Baneless.
Wait, the
Prissa
name?
looks up at you wide-eyed and goes, "What?
Prissa's here.
Chris is here.
Oh, Prissa, you're here.
How
Sorry,
did
I
you,
didn't see that.
How did you get away?
Prissa, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I just didn't want to interrupt anyone talking and
Oh,
stuff.
it's no problem,
'cause,
it's no
you know,
problem.
Late to the party.
Yeah, you're good. Anyways, Archmage Baneless. I can... Huh?
I'm asking Prissa, what's an archmage? Because she probably. looking
So,
like-
you know what an Archmage is. I don't have to describe that to you. Baneless is the Archmage who is in charge of the Evocation School. So, in the tier for the Lyceum, there are students, There are graduates, which is what you are, an honorary graduate/graduate. There are professors, and then there are the researchers of their fields. Those are typically reserved specifically for archmages. An archmage who is of a specific field and who's at the head of it is the best mage in that school. Period. End of sentence. You aspire one day maybe to become the illusionist archmage, but you are not quite there yet.
Just quick question. Can I ask who the illusion archmage is currently?
Felistan.
But I need some spelling for that one.
Sure.
That's just what he wants everyone to think his name is.
Felistan. He is actually the individual who trained your professor.
And the head of Hufflepuff House.
The illusionist would definitely be Slytherin.
Now that begs the question, does the Lyceum have frats?
Oh, of course. Pris is not a part of any, unfortunately. But anyways, yeah. He name-dropped that person.
Canroth, do you know exactly who that is? That's Archmage Baneless. He's the expert in evocation. I think he and probably Sir Uric might get along.
Interesting. As to how I got out, I was able to talk my way out.
Well, that's good, because otherwise, if you tried to resist, he may have incinerated you, like literally incinerated you.
I mean, he trapped me in a sphere of magic for a while. Maybe Prisson knows what that is?
I think I
Arcana.
would. It's probably a resilient sphere.
Resilient Sphere is the one that you cast on yourself specifically.
No, you can cast on other people too.
Oh yeah, Resilient Sphere is that one. I was thinking of Globe of Invulnerability. No. Actually, roll me an Arcana.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. If it's not that, it's the other thing.
Do you know what it is, Dorzen?
Darzen doesn't.
On a 16, you don't know what that spell is, Prissa. I mean, evocation is not your specialty.
It might be called the Orb of Fuck You.
I don't think any mages named their spell that just yet. But
No, that was not set in character.
Oh.
Jimmy shows his
would
real
never
colors.
swear. He would never swear.
Oh, geez.
But yes, I was able to get out of the situation without being thrown in jail. Like he wanted to, and also interrogate me.
But he let you go?
Yes,
Why?
various reasons.
Did he say why he was in the city?
He's in charge of the defense of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Canroth, you didn't hurt him, did you?
I would be a fool to attempt that.
Yeah, that's true. You would have been a fool.
Now I'm trying to remember. Canroth hasn't met Mitch, correct? Or Canroth is not.
No, Conoroth is the only one who has not met Mitch as Mitch.
Canroth is not familiar with Mitch that our party has interacted with. Is that correct?
That is a correct statement.
No idea who Mitch is.
Canroth, do you know a man by the name of Mitch?
I do not believe so.
What about, and I'm going to whisper to him,
Insight check.
what about Magum?
Roll me a history check.
Darzen just goes wide-eyed at you saying it out loud.
25.
Oh no. Oh yeah, that's you. You have advantage on this check.
Quick thing. I said insight check. Is that okay or no?
Insight for what?
To determine what Jimmy was about to reveal.
I mean,
it's pretty obvious. So no check needed. It's pretty obvious what he was about to name drop.
Yeah. Insight
Yeah,
checks on Jimmy
shit.
are useless. He says what he means and means what he says.
Yeah, and I don't
You're
have the
doing
silent spell
so
prepared,
well.
so yeah.
All right, so 25. Magum. There's only one individual you know by that name. And he's no longer a problem. He and his entire family were killed after the fight with Vecna, as they were seen by the state to be worshippers of Vecna. Even after its demise, some of the family members still had that level of worship and devotion to it, and the entire family was supposed to be eradicated. He was away at the Lyceum as a student at that point in time, and he is most assuredly killed and wiped out by... I'm drawing a blank. I wasn't ready for this to happen. The place with all the churches and shit.
Oh, Vasselheim.
Vasselheim, thank you. Yeah, my mind was not over there on that continent.
Hopefully the third campaign is.
Yeah, Vasselheim. Well, I'm not in that game right now. Vasselheim sought to kill his entire family, eradicate them, to remove all worshippers of Vecna, since, well, I'm sure you're more than aware of what happened. And he was supposed to have been a child, but he's also a human. And that was over 100 years ago. The only reason you know of this story is because your religious faith is supposed to be aware of the families that pursued that level of worship, as that goes against specifically your organization.
I know of him.
What do you know of him?
That his entire family was killed off by those in Vasselheim. Supposedly.
Well, do you know why?
Because he worshipped Vecna.
And I do have to ask, am I aware of that, Jera?
Of that detail? No, he never shared that with you.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, but to clarify, you are aware of Vecna. That everybody is aware of, yeah.
His entire family was worshippers of Vecna. And Vasselheim most assuredly killed and wiped out his entire family to make sure that there were no worshippers in that bloodline left.
Wait, did he worship Vecna?
From what I know, it is a strong possibility.
So, to clarify, Conoroth, he was a young boy, maybe 12, 13, back when that transpired.
Though
And
he was only
human.
He was only 12 or 13 at the time. But considering he is human and over 100 years ago, he's most
Probably dead.
assuredly dead then, if he had survived.
I think this is a good place to take a break, everybody.
I
We'll
was
be right
gonna-
back. Sorry, everyone gather your thoughts, because bombshell, and we'll be right back. And we're back, everybody. Sorry about that little delay. As per usual, here's the little self-promotion. Be sure to follow anything you want. And as a secondary reminder, we are still doing our sub goal for 2020. Let's try to hit that. Anyways, continue.
You don't happen to know anything else about that person other than living 100 years ago and family worship Vecna?
I know when he was young, he was at the Lyceum.
Yeah, that's how I heard about him.
I'm kind of looking at Prissa like.
And Prissa's kind of looking back at Jimmy like.
You can tell like he doesn't. I didn't know any of that about Mitch.
That's Mitch and Magam are two different people, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
But anyway, we should. That's kind of a depressing topic. We should. What's our next plan of action?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's rest and then find the centaurs in the fields to the south, yes?
Yes, that would be the proper action.
Yeah, Dorzen, can you do the thing where the compass will
Got
point
it.
where we need to go next?
You already did it today.
It's a short rest, though.
We long rested to wait for the camp.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you guys decided to do that. Yeah. No
Enchant
problem.
Divinity is a short rest. It is.
Never heard that before.
Wait, what?
Channel divinity.
Yeah, it comes
Counter
back on
using
short
a
or
short
long rest. It is.
You don't have enough
For you?
Jero.
I never get clerics in my games.
Whenever you do, they're always like the offensive clerics.
No, actually, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, it is short rest. Wow.
Holy shit!
I've
Yeah.
been. Wow.
That
That's
item's a lot
really
better.
strong for me.
Yeah, that item's a lot better than I thought. Shit. Wait. Or is that the cleric channel divinity? The paladin
the-
could be different.
Uh,
But your clerics
Paladin-
don't matter.
Paladins is long rest. Paladin
Yeah.
is long
Yeah,
rest.
yeah.
Cleric is short rest.
You're good.
Holy crap! I didn't realize that was
That's
short
why.
rest.
That's why. Okay, yeah, I never get clerics.
I could be pathing the grave so many more people.
Well, this is.
No,
what is it?
Paladin is short rest as well.
I'm pretty sure Paladin's long rest.
I'm looking at it right now. You must
Oh.
then finish the short or long rest to use your channel divinity again.
I guess I was wrong.
I've played so many paladins and I never knew that. Okay.
Now
I
you
should
do.
read. I
Yep.
should read.
It is a shorter long rest.
Yeah, it is right
Yeah.
from the book.
Wow.
Ease, that's strong.
So,
Yeah.
are we going to be taking another long rest here, or
I
I'd just do
mean,
the short rest.
the only person who used anything was Prissa, and she can recover most of it.
let's be off then?
No need to waste time.
Alrighty. Then you all gather yourselves up. Jaffe is still going to be in the cart for the time being. Goes, oh, by the way, where are we headed? I need to know where I'm going next. Where is my map? He goes through all of his parcels and finds his map and goes, ah, beautiful.
I
Where
have a map
are we?
too. Prissa pulls out her map because she wants to compare maps now.
His map is beautiful, pristine, and untouched except for the areas.
Wait, what?
It's a brand new map.
Prissa points to where we are now.
Oh, wow. Oh, and I need to get to Amon.
Well, if you go down this road, you'll eventually get there.
Yeah, I see
You don't
that, I
need
see
to
that.
worry about people on the bridge anymore.
That's
We-
good, that's
although-
good.
Don't bring anything heavier than trebuchet.
Well, you could also send him there, could you not?
Well, we plan on heading there after.
Yeah, we're gonna
Finding-
have to head to Amon after this because the other things across the ocean.
We plan on
I-
heading there after finding the centaurs to the south. So if you mind staying a little while longer.
Oh, I don't mind at all, as long as I'm not going to be a bother to you.
No.
In fact, if you need something else to keep busy, I do have something you could take a look at.
Oh, I can add it to my queue. He pulls out a thick binder and starts flipping through it. Okay, order 243. What do you need?
Well, I have this moss and I pull out a vial of it, and based on a cursory alchemical analysis of it, it seems to have similar properties to gunpowder.
Prissa knows about that moss too, right?
Gunpowder moss, yes. And his description of it is false. Very false. It is highly volatile, but it's not exactly gunpowder. It is
Prissa-
incredibly highly volatile.
Yeah, in that case, Prissa does correct him in the very Prissa fashion.
Oh.
Actually,
It's, and then she goes into the whole spiel about that.
Oh, I'd be more than happy to work with this. What were you looking for? And he looks around. I don't think this cart is fortified enough for most of my experiments.
Just more properties that it could be used for, since it is fairly rare.
Oh, you want me to discern property?
Yes.
Sure, I'll add it to my queue. 243 experiments. There's only 242 experiments ahead of it.
Well, actually, that's a question. What's the oldest experiment you have on that book?
He flips over to the front. I've been putting off this one for years. A self-sustaining rattle.
If I might ask, what would be the function for a self-sustaining rattle?
Well, when I was 3 years old, I found rattles very comforting to have at your disposal, and I wanted one that I didn't have to distract my hands with keeping float and useful. So I thought it would always be a good mechanical object to have.
The
What did you
manufacturing of a sound in perpetuity, I mean, it has a lot of scientific properties that can be applied to many experiments.
Oh yes, of
And-
course, all of those reasons as well.
I'm like totally trying to cover up for.
Lauren awkwardly plays himself out. Just
Well,
There's nowhere to hide on a cart.
if anyone needs me, I'll be hiding underneath the table there.
And Prissa goes underneath the table.
Dorsin grabs her and puts her on the saddle. We're having a talk.
Okay.
And we'll be like 5 feet in front of everyone so they can't hear anything.
5 feet.
The moment
I'm a horse. I'm in front
moment-
of the horses.
Dorsin
can't
kind
hear
of
them.
like starts going at sort of a trot, maybe to where he wants to go. Misty step to underneath that table.
You, I don't have Mage Slayer yet, Prissa.
Smack that shit out. No.
I splash Prissa down.
Counter spell. Oh wait, I'm the only one who has that.
Jimmy has to notice spells in order to counter them.
But I figured
Prissa,
that.
are you okay?
I'm okay.
you're gonna be
I'm
working
okay.
here. It might
I
take-
just I kind of feel more comfortable here right now.
Okay, don't take deep breaths. All right.
I'm not breathing that deeply right now.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine.
I'm going to pretend that she's fine because that's
Okay.
what she said.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
Jimmy. And he's trying to whisper, but he's not very good at it. I learned from my mother that when a woman says everything is fine, she's lying.
I don't think Prissa would lie to me though. Prissa,
I mean, would my mother lie? Oh no. We hit a paradox.
Would Vexalia lie?
To somebody with a negative wisdom modifier?
Prissa, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah.
He said that, but like it didn't. Are you feeling sick? Do you have something in your throat?
No, just chest hurts a little.
Oh, okay. I can find something for that. Hold on.
Oh, let's hope it's not a minor heart attack. I mean, even if it is, at least we have the Uric over there.
I was about
as
to
long
say,
as it's
I
as
lean
long as it's not the same
cart.
thing you gave to Ilorin.
I lean out of the cart and I go, Sir Yura, do you are you able to treat like throat like maybe getting some stuck in there? What's wrong with Krista?
She's got something stuck in her throat. Is that it?
Yeah, it's definitely affecting how she's talking. Doesn't sound too good.
Well, try slapping her on the back real hard a few times.
Does that work? let me
I
check
mean,
-2 medicine.
Hey, I don't have proficiency in medicine.
You are being assisted by Jaffe.
All right.
In case it wasn't clear, I'm not a very healy type of cleric.
Yeah. I think I'd probably refer to Alarin too. I've seen Alarin deal with disease before, so.
Alarin has healed way more people.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Can I attempt to distract these two before they do this?
So, well, I'm not. I'm talking to Alarin now. Alarin, do you know anything?
You want to distract two chemists?
Mm-hmm.
I go through the same spiel.
Yeah.
Well, I can correlate many things. Something stuck in your throat. I do not think so. No.
I have this book. It's called the Heimlich Maneuver. Written by a very astute medicinal mage. Here, he shows it over to you, Jimmy. Quite possibly, this might be able to assert it. I mean, it says here that her windpipe should be closed off within a minute. How long have you been experiencing this throat issue and lack of breathing?
Yeah, I'm going to try to distract like. So, Jaffe and Jimmy.
Yes.
I know you are quite astute in the magical, arcane, and be able to invent things. Tell me, what is the main difference between, say, restoration and necromancy in terms of bringing back the dead?
I don't really know anything
Not a
about
whole lot.
necromancy.
No.
But then, why did they decide to make one more unsavory to practice, but one is fine? I try to get them into like an intellectual conversation on ethics of bringing back the dead.
Oh, well, this will be an easy one. He just looks at you and Jimmy and goes, well, that's because of their religion. They're very false and idiotic religion, of course, but religion.
That's the child of the champion of Paylor.
Divination tends to, upend the traditional use of magic, which is, just applied manipulation of the arcane in the natural world. And, divination is the, I guess you would say, kind of complicated inverse of all that is right.
I think it more has to do with the people that use the necromancy to raise corpses to fight for people.
Well, I mean, is that bad?
Is this within earshot?
Oh, of course, yeah. Nobody here is
We're
quiet.
on the cart, man.
Right.
No, none of you are in the cart except Jimmy, Prissa, and Jaffe, because Jaffe's willing to lay down. Everyone else is walking alongside.
The natural history
closed off
that
wagon.
the primordials made the world, and then the gods decided to inhabit and twist it in their own image. So, I mean, it's like divination magic is twisting what already was in existence, and arcane is just the natural magic that was already there.
Right, yes.
So, then I don't understand why some would make necromancy evil when it clearly has many practical purposes, such as skeletons tending to fields.
Religion.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's the
where
only
do
reason.
druids fall in that? If arcane is technically natural, druids aren't arcane.
Druids use
they
arcane.
deal with the world. Well, how do
Druids are arcane. They just don't have a fundamental understanding of it. They more have a natural affinity towards it. I learned from my aunt a while ago. They kind of just feel the area and the magic surrounding them and can manipulate it in that regard, or ask and beckon it to maneuver in specific ways that they seek. Whereas what we do is find it, channel it, distribute it, and refine it into a manner that is more specific to what we need.
Everybody.
Yes.
Jeffy.
Yes.
Did your aunt? That's Miss Keyleth, right?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I point at Alarin. He's a what are you? A thirdling? Is that what we are? Or you are shit?
I am a shit. You guys are thirdlings. But yes, it is.
We know.
It is no secret. You were easily recognized.
Yes, Keyleth. Yes, my aunt.
Did she mention anything about how to live up to expectations or anything?
No.
It's just a side question.
No,
No
she
importance.
avoids those conversations like the plague.
Okay.
Yes, that seems about right.
I like to ask her things about her work. I mean, what she does is a phenomenal thing, and I've always wanted to go experience, the Plane of Winds and the Plane of Fires, if she would ever allow me to go there, but she never wanted to babysit me. Well, ever since I could read and write, of course, she didn't want to babysit me. I don't understand why. But
They may
no,
have
she doesn't talk about that. She avoids the topic altogether.
Thank you.
Back on the topic of magic and arcane and divination.
Oh, I like this.
Where would you decide to place using one's vitality and blood to channel primal energies?
Wait,
What do
say
you
that
mean?
again. I didn't hear.
Where would you decide to place the channeling of one's blood and vitality to channel primal energies?
Can you give me a more broad example? I mean, that is... so you utilize blood for magic, is that what you're asking?
Right, and I'll take out like one of the longsword and across the arm and activate the Rite of Flame as an example.
Well, I mean, I believe blood, just as anything else, is a natural resource of the world, so why not be able to utilize that to its fullest extent and usefulness?
But it's clearly not a part of known schools of magic.
Well, known schools of magic is more of a subjective thing. The people who say known schools of magic usually refer to the things that are written down and processed throughout years and years of training. Most schools and most practices of magic are known, but only by people who prefer not to write it down. And by the way, I hate those people. Just write it down. It's easier to translate. And who prefer to talk about it word to mouth to other individuals.
May I? And Jimmy has like a little claw. He's like reaching up towards Canaros' wound.
It's fine. It's just a wound on his arm that would heal naturally.
Well, he wants to collect the sample of blood. He's like reaching up towards.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
So he like dabs it and like takes it back. All right, if this is something like different, definitely want to figure it out.
Like for example, I can also do things like this, and I will do. Yeah, like if you will allow me to demonstrate something on you, Jeffy.
I don't like experimentations being on my person.
You can do it on me.
Yes, you can do it on Jimmy.
All right, and I will do an amplified Curse of the Muddled Mind on him.
Okay, roll that.
Oh boy, what's happening?
So you'd have disadvantage on all Constitution savers to maintain concentration on spells until the end of my next turn.
So you kind of have like a what's that called? Archer always goes
Tinnitus?
Tinnitus. You almost have like a tinnitus-like sensation where your ear is ringing and puffed out, and it's hard for you to really focus on what's happening.
Yeah.
And you would have seen like a vein burst in his forehead.
Well, that is very curious. Can I study you?
Don't like it.
I mean, to an extent.
You can regenerate those wounds fairly easily.
Yes.
What about an appendage? If you lost, say, your finger, would that regenerate as well?
To my knowledge, no.
Oh. Then it's harder to experiment on you.
But I can do two other types of things like that. One that would allow me to do more damage, and another one that makes it painful for someone to swing a sword more than once in 6 seconds.
So what you're saying is you're sacrificing your own natural resilience and blood and body in order to affect somebody else?
In a way.
Oh, that is fascinating.
Some of them don't require that.
Oh.
Only if I choose to make them more powerful.
How do you do it? Can you teach me?
I would also like to learn something about this.
I can
You gotta dilute the blood. Maybe there's something in there.
Prissa, you're a little familiar with this type of magic. Just a little bit.
I could
Yeah,
attempt to, but
she's
it is
aware.
difficult. For you need to be able to learn to control and shape your own blood and life essence to use these abilities.
I mean, I've been learning with my body for a long time, and he like lifts his shirt up, and you see like he is completely pockmarked and scarred.
Same
everywhere.
here. He's missing 2 digits on his hand.
Oh, and you've seen this, like his top left tooth is missing. Like he just whistles through it.
You're gonna teach the 2 characters with the most flexible moral compass how to manipulate vitality.
Why not?
Multi-class and a blood hunter.
There is another thing that can be done, but it requires that I damage one of you.
Were you born this way, Kara?
It is learned.
So people can. That's interesting.
If I, would you mind if I demonstrate on you, Jimmy?
Yeah, but go ahead.
It will hurt.
Okay, hold on. I reach into my pocket. I pull out one of my all-nighter injection needles, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready.
So
Holding it in.
I'll grab like a nearby dagger, use the right of the flame on it, and then cut Jimmy with it. So he takes the damage from a dagger and the right of the flame, which I don't have a dagger on my statue. I'm just going to grab one. And then brand of Castignation would appear on him as like a arcane brand of Hemocraft seared into his flesh that just appears to be there.
Jiro,
Yes.
how dogmatic would you say the Everlight is in terms of these topics? As to
She does not refer to them specifically in her anything, really. As for self-sacrifice, that is a beautiful thing to do in order to preserve other individuals. And she more or less cares about what people do with the powers they have than she cares what people do.
Right.
I mean, do unto others, don't harm others, treat those, offer a chance to redemption. Those are her practices, her commandments. So she is fine. There's other deities like, say, the Raven Queen. Bad juju.
So, yeah.
Such things like necromancy in terms of like reanimating the dead.
Yeah.
Of course.
The Everlight is fine with revivifying, bringing the soul back to the body and allowing it to live. But animating the dead is still something that she's not comfortable with. But this topic is less that and more of self-sacrifice of natural body and will.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to wrap my head around like her stance on the whole issue, basically.
So this brand would appear, and if they were to examine it, it'd take around magic of the 5th tier to get rid of it with a dispel magic. It doesn't hurt or anything unless I were to try and make it do so, but it's fine.
Oh, that is really
But
fascinating.
you damaged me. You had to damage Jimmy.
I did have to damage you with a bit of
So,
fire.
ow.
Focus finger. Oh wow, that looks like it really hurts.
Don't worry, I've got this. He injects himself with drugs, magic drugs. He's fine.
Yep, the brand is still there.
Yep.
Yes, and it can deal damage, psychic damage to you equal to how smart you are. Every time you are attacked.
Do it on its own, so you control it. It doesn't just because it doesn't feel bad.
No, but with this on, I will always know which direction you are,
Wait, permanently?
as long as the mark remains,
And how long does it remain?
until I dismiss it.
So an arcane link in blood?
Basically, yes.
That is really fascinating.
Yeah.
That is, wow, amazing.
Then further down into this art, you can learn to infuse your body when it comes to strength, dexterity, and constitution using your intelligence.
That's very useful.
Very fascinating.
I imagine we just continue. But...
Yeah, probably. Yeah. For a long period of time, as you describe every aspect of your class.
Everything of the basic class, not going into the subtypes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because some things are not meant to be known quite yet.
Sure.
Yeah, Yurik will just sit and listen closely to your conversation, not really interjecting anything, just obviously paying attention.
Well then, travel continues for a period of time. Deep within the day, Dorzen, you are leading the march, following the compass. As you all are approaching into the wide open, dividing plains, the beautiful shifting of the tall grass that licks around your kneecaps, the very quieted humming of wildlife in the surrounding area, and what is a whipping wind that seems to just caress across the entirety of the plains in one direction and then another, back and forth, almost like a sweeping of a fan over the area. Now, evening rolls around, or I'm gonna say you guys probably muscle through for the day just to get your sleep schedule back to reasonable.
Nah.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well then. As you are all going to sleep, you're all exhausted. But you're all heading to sleep. So, watches.
Krista does take the time to set up the tiny hut.
Perfect.
Yeah. Alarm will take the fourth watch, or
First
the third.
watch while it's still light out.
Dorzen will take middle watch, I guess.
I'll take the morning watch.
Yeah, I'll take the third then.
Okay, perfect. Jimmy, Dorzen, Alarin, Sir Yurik. Perfect. Now let's see if anything happens. I need perception checks. Each watch.
First thing I'm doing tomorrow, rebuilding out.
Well, you could have been doing that all day. Oh, wait, Conoroth was distracting you with a story about blood hunting.
Yep, I
So
was
you-
distracted there for
In the
Prissa.
morning.
Yeah. You distracted people who get distracted by simply existing.
Because I saw what was happening to Prissa. I'm like, I would have focused their attention elsewhere.
Sure. But now
Give
you're
her
a day
something
behind
big.
on Ouch. Damn it.
But he learns some useful stuff.
To be determined. Alrighty. So. The evening goes by very easily. Nothing seems to happen. Nothing seems to transpire. All of you wake up, have food provided for you. I believe Cole is still with you.
Yep.
Alrighty. And you continue your journey. Dorzen, use your channel divinity once again.
How long do we suspect the travel is going to take?
Well, the details you have are the centaurs are in the dividing plains.
They're nomadic.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. So,
We gotta get lucky, is effectively what it boils down
well,
to.
you at least have a GPS, hopefully, on them.
Mm-hmm.
So, you use that. Dorzen, give me a survival check, please.
Can I assist?
Sure. But you're going to be occupied for literally the entire time you're walking.
That's fine.
Cool. So, he goes up there and he's helping you with the navigation. Roll again. 21 it is. He's helping you with the navigation as you're moving around, stepping through the tall grass, and it feels great having it lick around your ankles, except Dorzen, you're not touching any of it. You're just above the grass the entire time. Everyone else, it's a very soft, very soothing sensation. The sun is bright above you. It is beautiful, warm, comforting day as you are moving around. Very nice travels. And Dorzen, you're walking... Second. You're walking southeast for just shy of probably 2 or 3 hours as you're watching the compass, and then you notice that the compass starts redirecting you very quickly to the southwest.
Okay.
Is something the matter?
Change direction.
Then so will we.
Alrighty. You keep moving through and you reposition yourselves and start moving towards them. After the remainder of the day of travel, you do not come across them. It's still pointing in this general direction, though. Southwest. And then it's time to go to sleep, everybody.
Yeah. Where approximately are we on the map?
I'll use ouch. You had to walk this way for a long period of time, so you've backtracked a little bit like that way.
Okay. If possible, Alarm would have put up another shrine right about there on the road when we passed it.
You're not on a road. Oh, the road crossing over Western. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Oh, that's not a road. That's a waterway.
The orange one is a waterway?
Oh, the orange one. Okay, that. I apologize. I was looking at this.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's a water.
Yeah, that's water, but the orange one is...
No worries, no worries.
Oh.
So, a second evening. You all rest. You sleep.
Is Pris's throat improving or whatever it was?
Prissa?
Yes. Thanks, Sir Yurik. Thanks, Jimmy. Appreciate it. She smiles. She didn't actually drink it, by the way, but she did keep it on her, and she probably has it in her backpack with her other potions.
Well, I mean, if it's bothering you, I could...
It's fine. It's fine, Sir Yurik. Thank you for your concern, though.
All right. Well, I guess we'll continue then.
That's right. Jaffe has not seen Kenroth as a liking yet.
No, he still hasn't.
That's going to be fun.
Maybe. So, next day rolls around. Dorzen, survival check yet again. Conrath, are you going to assist again?
Yep.
Alrighty.
I want to, like, as we're riding, look for like tracks or signs of activity recently. Not really truly assisting them or anything, just
Doing your own thing.
Yeah, basically.
Roll a survival check.
Apparently I'm better up in the mountains.
Yeah, you're not having much luck. You're not finding a single track anywhere.
They all must be hover centaurs.
All of the hover centaurs. But anyways.
Everything
Send in
changed.
the
Hover
fleet.
centaurs attack.
Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Anyways, a third day goes by. I would like perception checks from the party for your watches.
There it is.
Natural 0. Or unnatural.
Who was taking the last one? Oh, never
Yep.
mind, I see it.
The last one is Sir Uric, so he already rolled. Or no. Oh, yeah, he did. Cool. Nothing happens. Morning rolls around. Travel. Dore's in Conoroth yet again.
Can I guidance myself to get that plus D4?
Sure.
Actually, can I make mine separate this time? And ask Yurik to assist Dorzen?
You could. So, what you're doing is trying to help navigate with the compass itself, being like, okay, well, if it moved in this direction, we're estimating that we're only about this far away, and we're going to move closer like that. That's what your assistance was doing.
Okay,
Sir Uric is trying to find tracks to find these creatures.
All right, then I'll keep assisting Dorzen.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still looking for more mundane means of tracking them down.
So 23.
Okay. Keep trying to find them, and another day goes by without any luck. This is day 4 on this trek. Are you all planning on doing anything?
Dorzen, what's the compass say?
It hasn't moved since it changed yesterday.
Well, and I guess that's the way we keep going.
I'm not sure, but if these are, well, they're probably very familiar with these planes, and it could be that they have noticed us tracking them, or at least following after. How about we try to, I don't know, another means of getting in contact with them. I mean, if we're going to just simply keep traveling like this, I'm not sure it's going to, well, be of any benefit if they don't want to be found.
So trying to get in contact with these people is what you're saying?
Well, somehow we gotta have some means between all of us, right? To
I could maybe turn into an eagle for a bit and look around the plains from the air. Eagles have good eyesight.
I think I might know why this is happening. And I hand the compass to Sir Uric. Perhaps you
Alright.
should try.
Is anybody going to assist Sir Uric?
I can help out.
fair enough.
Fourth day gone. Good luck finding them. Their position keeps changing about halfway through the day, where the compass repositions that you're walking
Should
towards.
we try to maybe
Jiro could
instead of following directly, we try and cut off? If based on the route we've taken so far, does it seem like we're traveling in circles somehow, or
and
Yes,
we could-
wide circles. Wide circles. Yes,
all
Priscilla.
right?
I was gonna ask, can Prissa, given that kind of information, can she determine there's a pattern to their movement?
Roll me your survival check.
I'll assist.
Sir Uric, if we just want to communicate with them, I think I can do something. I mean, it might be a bit strange, but if we're just trying to get a message across, I could definitely do that. What type of message would you want to convey to them?
Oh,
No.
just that we don't mean them any harm. We simply mean to talk to them.
Okay. Give me a day. and if we don't catch up to them, I can try something.
Right. Well, I suggest anyway that we try to, instead of following directly along the compass, maybe we try to cut them off a bit. If we're traveling in a seemingly a circle, well, we could do a shortcut.
Jaffe, I have an idea. Help me out with this.
And I'm just gonna get his assistance putting something
Sure.
together.
Any luck with a 17?
With a 17, there's no discernible real pattern to it. I mean, it's more like you're walking in circles and spotting off randomly in different areas and moving around it. It's kind of more sporadic and less consistent. Jimmy, what is it you're trying to do again, exactly?
I'm going to prepare the spell Skywrite. So I don't
Okay.
know. I'm just...
Yeah, you're flavoring. I gotcha. So
I got the idea from when we saw the smoke at the port, and it kind of beckoned us over. So I'm like, if I can create smoke in very concentrated patterns.
Does it seem like they're trying to lead us away from a certain area with these circles they're doing?
you're a little too occupied to notice anything like that since you're the one assisting.
Okay.
So, Jimmy, what do you write in the sky?
I do defer to York once again before I've got my device set up, and it looks kind of like a rocket of sorts, and I go, so what's the what are we trying to convey to these people?
Doc?
Well,
I mean no harm?
yes, we are simply looking for allies.
So okay, so like we're peaceful.
Yes,
Definitely. We're not saying
And-
we, you know.
and in that regard, I believe a song is in order.
Well, here's hoping they understand common, and I'm going to light the rocket off and attempt to skywrite. We are peaceful.
That's it.
We come in peace. How about that?
Okay. And it shoots up into the sky and explodes in a way where the clouds seem to drift apart and separate, and presumably in very nice, very easily deciphered handwriting is written in the sky. We come in peace. Skywrite has a period of time that it is available for you to utilize, correct?
Yes. Let me pull it up again.
I believe Skywrite is one action, and it's up to 1 hour that you can write whatever you would like.
Concentration up to an hour. Yep, 10 words.
We come in peace. That's 4 of them. You see up in the sky, written in some type of cloud-like writing. Good for you.
And then I'll do please meet us.
Why?
Danger.
So they have 6 words remaining. Nah, bro. I.
Well,
Cookies? Question mark.
I think we've got our answer.
Does that mean they want cookies or they're offering cookies?
Oh no. I've only got a couple. Of these rockets left, though.
Respond with yes.
All right.
What if
This is
what
the
if,
weirdest aim chat I've ever seen.
Yo, ASL.
Cole, do you think you can maybe improvise some cookies just in case they are asking if we should give them some?
I can try to make cookies, but I'm currently lacking, well, sugar. You use a lot of it in your morning, what you call
No,
coffee.
It is coffee, and I've got my own supply here, and I'm assuming that Prissa would keep sugar with her rations. So
With as much of a sweet tooth as you have, I'll allow it. You hand it over.
Okay.
It's like, if you all can wait a little bit, I'll go ahead.
So other one,
We have cookies.
We can provide. Come soon.
Roll
So-
persuasion, Jimmy.
with advantage because it's cookies.
No, with opportunity because it's cookies.
Persuade. You know what? Jimmy is good at persuasion.
Can I give him guidance?
Guidance.
Sure.
Can he flash up? Really?
Oh,
He can always flash himself.
I can.
You just need some mirror.
24. Flashing
24. So, within a couple of minutes, you all watch as the tall grasses seem to be shifting apart, and from all around you are these bare-chested, completely naked centaurs. Moving forward, man,
how small
woman,
are they?
child. Oh, hold up. Trotting forward with tie-dye and rainbow-colored manes and hairs attached to them, some of them in large beads and locks down the sides of their heads, and others of which with like long hanging goatees that stretch and twist to a point in their beards. Every single one is currently holding out a large halberd in your direction. And one of them steps forward and goes, "You guys said you have cookies?"
Prissa's gonna really
They're
quick
normal
as she
sized.
sees, as they see they're like all naked and bare chested, we kind of whisper a message to Dorzen. Dorzen, should I make you look the same?
No. I'm just as uncomfortable as you are.
Hey,
We do. They're getting Cole. Are they?
I'm making the holy shit, man. What is
Cole, avert your eyes.
Yes, that is emasculating.
Continue cooking.
Canarl doesn't care.
Nice
So-
to meet you all.
Whoa, they
It's been
don't
a
have.
while.
Hey. Whoa, first off, danger, bad man. We don't want any of that. Second off, cookies?
Yes, Cole's actually making them right now.
Oh,
Cole,
great.
what's-
One of them trots right up to Cole and like squats down next to him. Hey, guy. Hi, do you mind taking 2 steps away from me, please? Oh, sure, man. Oh, not a hugger.
No, he's
Whoa!
more of a cook and fighter.
You're one of the Feyborn. How you doing? He trots up to you, Dorzen, and brings you in with a hug and just squeezes.
Who is this?
You have no idea.
Prissa does that to Dorzen to try to make him look more like these centaurs,
So
he fits
naked.
in better.
And...
much.
Prissa!
Okay. To your best estimate of what he looks like naked.
I thought it'd make everyone them.
Oh, hey,
Sorry.
man, you get undressed really quickly. Nah, you don't have to be like that. It's cool. If you wanna wear clothes and wear pants, you do you, boo. But hey, it's been a while since we met one of the Feyborn. How you doing, brother? And he's keeping his arm over you, and you can tell that he bathes in essential oils. Hey,
So we're effectively in a hippie commune right now.
baby.
Maybe.
Doing all right.
That's good.
Been a while since I've met another centaur.
Oh yeah, really? Oh, I met another one last week. Janet back there, she had her 4th of the litter. It's great. Adorable little baby. Zeal. Keel. Adorable. You want to meet him? Oh, come on, meet everyone. Come on. And he's like trying to escort you forward. Oh, it'd
I'm
be great.
politely going along.
Can I meet him too? Is that okay?
Oh, whoa, you got a person riding? Dude, are you a slave, man?
No, she has
Oh.
permission.
Okay, good, because we don't like that shit
If-
around here.
If it
you,
makes, I can walk if that makes everyone uncomfortable.
I mean,
Prissa, I do not feel safe with you walking around centaurs with your height.
oh yeah, we might
Okay.
accidentally step on you.
You can sit on Bastion if you want.
Sure, let's go with that.
Oh no, Bastion! And he like walks over towards your horse or Yerk and goes, "Ah," and is communicating with your horse. Oh, wow, your horse really likes you. Oh, that's good. You take care of him, man. That's great for you.
course I
High
do,
five.
Yes.
Yeah,
high five.
great. Oh, dude,
Apparently.
it's so rare that we meet people who treat their horses right. Like, that's so good of you. We don't like
Yeah, of
that,
course.
you know? Last guy came in and he was a horse salesman. Can you imagine capturing these beautiful, majestic, wild Mustangs and selling them? Oh, that's heartbreaking, man.
Perhaps get to the root of the problem, Torsen.
Prissa, can you just take off the illusions? Because I'm pretty sure a centaur in pants is still weird.
Like, do they come up through the back legs, or does it cover all four front legs? It goes up to the middle.
It was,
like,
It covers
It
the
was-
essential.
No, it was essentially like it covers the lower body except to like maybe the hoof level. So it was weird centaur pants.
Kind of
And-
But yeah, no, Prissa will
Pris-
kill the illusion.
And when you get down there, Prissa, give me a charisma saving throw.
I was about to say, there's a reason
Yeah.
Durzen said not to get off the saddle.
You've made it a pre-thing that you're very shy about bodies. Oh, you fortify yourself even though everything is eye level with you. And you go, oh, okay.
Just stand next to the female centaurs, Prissa.
Oh, that's great. Bastion. Oh, Sebastian is his name. Oh, that's cool. You have a pet name for him. That's good. Aw. What is this manicure he's talking about? Sounds great.
Ask him about the masseuse.
Oh, let's see. Oh.
You'll have to
Ui.
come to Emon sometime. And we can
Oh
set you up
no.
with some-
Oh no. No. No, we don't like cities. Walls.
Yeah,
Shit
it is
sucks.
better to run free, yes?
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh hey, look, what are you?
I am
You're
a tabaxi.
cool. So like, and he starts like trying to speak. Do you speak woodland creatures?
If I recognize him trying to do that, I can cast Speak with Animals.
I don't think that works.
Eh.
Because he is not an animal. He's trying to speak with animals. So you would just be both speaking towards woodland creatures, and you would be that awkward tourist who's reading the book and trying to pronounce things properly.
I'm going to turn on my helmet.
Okay, comprehend languages.
Yep.
Okay, and pretty much all he's saying is, "Wow, are you a natural-born cat like this, or like were you abused by a mage or something? Because we'll kill that mage. I swear, man."
And he's talking to Woodland.
Yeah, and you're just like, yeah. Mm.
I can speak to animals, but not while you are
Oh
speaking
wow,
like that.
you're not an animal at all. So you're just what are you consider? I'm sorry if this is offensive, man, but I've never met someone like you, and it's cool.
I take no offense. I guess you could call me a cat person. I was born this way.
But is that derogatory? I need the proper terminology in order to not offend you.
I am not offended by much.
All right, cat person. Hey everybody, this person's cat person. He's cool.
Excuse me, sir. I don't think we caught your name yet.
Oh
I'm
hi.
Prissa.
Oh, I am so sorry. My name is Colorwind.
Nice to meet you, Colorwind. My name's Prissa, and she
No,
holds her
it's
hand
not
up as high as-
Colorwind. It's Colorwind.
Colorwind.
Yeah,
Sorry.
kind of like the colors of the wind. It's great.
Paint with them.
Oh no, that was Hendrix back there.
And Prissa holds up her hand as high as she can so she can shake his hand.
if that's a thing.
He'll stretch down and shake your hand. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, you're not a hugger either. Okay, that's
Oh,
fine.
I can hug if
You
if
hug?
that-
Oh, come here!
Yeah.
And he like lifts you up and gives you a hug. Oh, that's great. There you go, and then places you back down. This is
Does it
good.
seem
I like
the
you
rest of
people.
this group is also eating the granola?
Absolutely, yeah.
Ooh.
Everyone's just smiling, like they're letting him do the interactions of everything. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the safekeeper of our little group out here. Sorry if I'm, a little too abrasive or a little standoffish. Even we have to be safe,
Yes,
Oh,
I understand.
no.
I was wondering, do you name yourself, or is that a name you're given?
Oh no, I was named by the goddess herself, man. It's great. All
It
of us
is
are.
quite familiar as the way Tabaxis name ourselves.
Oh, that is so cool. Wow.
Jero, can Prissa do a religion check to see which goddess they're talking about? Or would I already
We
know?
went over this before when we exchanged notes. It's the Eberhard, right?
Arkart.
Arkard.
Oh,
It
right.
is the Arkart, correct. This is great. Oh, when are those cookies gonna be done? And Cole just looks like directly into the fire. Probably about 10 minutes or so. Okay, cool, great. Was there anything you guys wanted for the cookies? I mean, we got some blankets. Are you thirsty? We got plenty of water. Are you hungry? We got some really good berries.
We were actually wondering if you had. We actually sought your tribe. I guess is the best thing I can think of.
Whoa, that's a strong. We're a commune.
Commune.
Yeah.
If you had any way to aid us in our endeavor.
Oh no, what's your endeavor? What is an endeavor?
It is a mission we are working on. Saving the world.
Oh wow, you're gonna save the world? That's so cool. Well, thank you for that. I like the world. It's cool.
Yes,
Really
it
appreciate
is
that.
quite pleasant.
Yeah, it is. I like you. This is good.
We like you too, Color Heart.
Oh,
You're a really
good.
nice
Color
fellow.
Wind.
Color Wind. Sorry.
Color Heart is my father.
Well, let's see.
So yeah.
Character, did we almost try to convince these hippies to go to Vietnam?
Yeah.
Aquarius. Aquarius.
The Beatles is just playing in the background. Help!
I need somebody help.
Color Wind.
Yeah.
My name is Twisting Roads. Good to meet you.
I thought you said your name was Cat Person.
I said you could call me whatever you want.
Oh
But
no,
my
I want
name
to call
is-
you name.
Well, my name is Twisting Roads.
Twisting Roads. I don't like roads, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They kind of get in the way of like the grass.
That is fair. But it is where I was born.
You were born on a road?
Yes.
Twisting one.
Yes. From what I've been told.
That's so. I mean, I don't know where I was born. I think there was a tree. Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, there are plenty of trees around.
You look at the incredibly wide open plain.
Yeah.
No, there isn't.
It's not bad.
This is a plains that goes on for miles.
Yep.
Hey man, I was born in the back of a van.
By the way, just quick thing to it. As a player, for some reason, I'm keep spacing this out. Why are we here to see the centaurs again? I'm
We
trying to
came
remember
for
the.
help. And
The
I'm
compass
trying.
pointed you this direction.
Yep. I'm trying to talk to this hippie what he has that might be able to help us.
Come on, everybody. Well, you got the cookie. Oh, I have to ask you. Those cookies, no animals were harmed in the making of them, right? Cole looks up and goes, I didn't kill the chicken. You're funny. Chicken and cookies. That's silly. Okay.
Well, I don't know what goes into a cookie, but
Definitely not a chicken.
Butter, eggs, sugar, more sugar.
Oh, right, yes.
Chocolate chip right now. First, you realize your chocolate chip pouch is missing.
Your special pouch of colding so they wouldn't melt in the sun.
No, it wasn't. Oh, yeah.
It's our coin purse.
She doesn't freak out, but she does give a little bit of a glare at Cole's direction.
How the heck did you get that past Dorson?
Hey, Cole's skilled.
I'll whisper to Jimmy in the back of the cart if he could, when all these centers are close to cast detect magic in a radius.
Jimmy releases a magic fly.
Oh, hey, look, it's a buzzer. That's cool. That's cool. And he just keeps walking.
Right.
Oh, and quick question, Jero. So most of the conversation stuff with these centaurs, it's pretty much, eye level on their end, right? So like they're not paying too much attention to Prissa, more or less.
Are there any baby centaurs?
Oh no, there are young centaurs as well. Yeah, there are common.
Prissa would like to, while they're not like focusing on her, she wants to fiddle with her medallion for a second and just do it, detect thoughts to just get surface thoughts and stuff, as well as make and just, nothing bad or intrusive.
You hear. Actually, roll me a perception check to see what you hear, because there's a lot of people.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Oh no.
You kind of trap yourself into listening to all of the terrible or very good music that all of them are perpetually singing in their head, like ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, and all of them are seeming to just be singing, having a great time in their head. Just,
Is it in sync by perchance?
No, nowhere near. I mean, all of them have different songs stuck in their head.
How many
That one's got
centaurs
ska,
are there in
that
total?
Currently around you, there's about 12 to 14 centaurs. However, as they are leading you over to their commune, you realize you pass through a shimmering little bubble or area that as soon as you pass through, you can see that there's probably 40, 50, 60 other centaurs inside of here. In a very wide open range and area as well.
If this was an illusion, can Prissa try to determine like its origin so she could possibly basically learn it?
Roll an Arcana.
Did Jimmy get
Listening
anything
to
from
their
his,
songs.
Did Jimmy get anything from his magic fly?
The bubble is magic. As
Dorson
you
is
pass
just in
through,
awe.
as you pass through, there's a handful of other pings of magic throughout the radius and area, Jimmy. Nothing too obnoxious. It's not like it's flooded with magic. It's like, oh, there's magic there, there's magic there, there's magic there. Probably about 5 or 6 locations in total in this encampment. So yeah, everybody, welcome to our humble little commune. Oh, it's so great. Yo, why didn't our scouts tell us that you had one of the Feyborn? That's cool. Oh, you don't mind that I call you Feyborn, right? What's your name?
You may call me Dorson.
Dorson, it's great to meet you, brother. Alrighty. You're Yurik. Bastion told me. Big guy. Well, you smell like, I don't want to be rude, but like kind of like wet dog. It's not bad. I love dogs. They're cool.
That is accurate.
Or is it?
that's
How come you're not sensitive about giving your name to these people? Is it because they're like you?
I think it's because they're not.
Oh wait,
Fey,
there's more
Jimmy.
people? And he goes trotting over to the back of the cart. Whoa. Whoa. What is all this stuff? He's just looking at everything you have back there.
What does Jaffe do when he sees a bug-naked centaur?
Jaffe averts his gaze.
I mean, we say naked, but that just means they're not wearing shirts. Like
No,
Dorzen
yeah.
isn't wearing any. There's no horse pants.
Right,
That's not-
but there are like hip guards, just for modesty purposes. So only somebody who's deliberately looking will see. Whoa. Oh, hi there, guy. How are you? My name's Colorwind.
I think he's talking to Jimmy.
Yeah.
Is he talking to Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah.
Jimmy. Hi, I'm Jimmy. I was the one that did the sky thing.
Oh, that's so cool. We do that too. Oh, you saw. Actually, I don't do that. That was Hendrix back there.
Could I meet with them later, maybe?
Oh, sure,
Yes,
sure.
Jimmy,
Come
talk
out,
with
come
Hendrix.
Thank you.
Jimmy's just trying to focus on where his magic fly is going and not stare directly at the personal appearance.
Be real
of
hard, dude.
centaurs.
All right, here. Do you need some help down?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. And he lifts you up and places you down. Oh, wow. So many little folk. This is cool. I like it.
I'm a hackling, he says.
No,
very-
you're a full person.
No, that's the race I am.
Why do they call you half?
Because we're smaller, I think.
Good things come in small packages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, this is cool. This is really... And, like, he starts lifting one of the vials and goes, what is this?
Gotta be careful.
And his nose just kind of, like, inflates to double the size. What is it? I can't breathe.
Some of those are actually dangerous.
I can't breathe.
Breathe through your mouth.
I'm trying.
Try this. Plug your nose and push it out of your ears.
And it just shatters. Oh, I don't like that stuff.
A fair word of warning. You just stay away from Jimmy's things back there.
Oh yeah, that stuff's bad. It makes you not breathe. I like breathing.
Right.
Yes, it is
Say,
quite nice.
Colorwind.
Yeah.
How many of these communes of your people are there out here in the plains?
Oh no, it's just us.
Oh,
There used to be more.
I see. What
it
happened?
is-
What happened to him?
Oh well, there was some bad times recent past. It's kind of why we got the bubble to keep us safe. Yeah, our kind were being hunted out here. Apparently, centaurs are good for some type of selling. I don't know. So we kind of lost a lot of us, and well, those of us that were able to fight off anybody poaching us, we kind of grouped together. Now we all live in harmony, and that's why, I'm sorry again, that's why we came out with our weapons, because we didn't really want to, we don't want to lose anybody. Little Zingy. Timmy is great.
You said recent past. How recent are you talking
Oh, that was probably like 20 moons ago, give or take.
about? Jero, quick thing. Would that be about a year ago when the Myriad was active?
It was.
Would I know that?
You would know it was about a year ago. The activity,
Would Dorzen know that?
Yeah, you were directly associated with all of that happening. I don't know if you would make that correlation as quickly as Prissa did, but...
Alarm would know it, Yurik would
was-
know it, Jimmy would not know it. He is the only one who wouldn't have no idea.
Did the people that were taking it, did they look kind of like this and show minor illusion, kind of a stereotypical Myriad goon henchman?
Oh yeah, they totally had hoods like that. Oh, can you get rid of
We
him? He
dealt
brings
with
out-
Sorry.
Oh really? Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Well, we've
Yes,
still seen a couple more. We had one tracking us probably like 3 moons ago. Yeah. I mean, I don't like killing people, but if he's gonna hurt some of the younglings, can't have that happening. Killing's
That's
bad,
understandable. I know, I hate it.
That's
Yes.
There was only one, you said?
bad. Yeah, that's all I found.
Alright. Well, they have been cracked down quite hard.
That's
So-
good. I appreciate that, guys. That's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good to stay cautious though, because you never know. But they
Right.
have been for the most part dealt with.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good advice, You know what?
Thank you.
I think you all need to talk to Marley. She's a lot smarter with this stuff than I am. You said you need help with something.
Yeah, we came seeking help.
Cole comes out and is like, "Here's your cookies." Oh, that's great. Ooh, chocolate chip. Can I eat them now? They're hot. Okay, I'll wait.
What
Marley.
did he hand them on?
Prissa,
probably
how many
one of
are
his
there?
plates. There's probably like a dozen or so. Probably like 2 dozen, honestly.
Oh, 2 dozen.
But there's only 30 centaurs.
I'm going up to have a cookie.
No, so you're stop. As much as we want these cookies, we should share them with our new friends.
I'm already
He's
making
going to
more
need to
cookies.
cook a lot
We
more.
are sharing.
Oh, you're already making more cookies,
Yes.
and that. With that being said, Prissa uses Mage Hand to take a cookie.
And I was like, couldn't you just make something taste like cookies?
Well, that's not the same. Just because it tastes like a cookie, it has to feel like a cookie.
It's a psychological sort of thing.
So
Kenrock. You gotta-
here,
Agree,
guys. Jimmy, I'm gonna go introduce you to Hendrix. Real quick, you come follow me. Everyone else, you're gonna come meet Marley. All right, she's really cool. You'll like her. And she'll probably be able to help you. I'm just the guard, so I don't know
who's-
that much.
Who's Hendrix? You mentioned Marley, but who's Hendrix?
Oh, Hendrix is the guy that wrote in the sky.
Does he-
Oh.
Does he have a first name?
No, Hendrix is his name.
But Jimmy is going to meet him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be Jimi Hendrix.
Jimmy is meeting Hendrix, yeah. You guys are slow or something?
And Marley is
sometimes
going to meet me.
It happens. I have small legs compared to everyone else.
Oh, it's cool. Hey, do you want me to carry you?
Sure.
Cool. And he just like lifts you up and cradles you like you're a tiny child and just walks. You are very light to him. It's a feature all of the centaurs have. He doesn't let you ride, he just carries you.
Yeah, no, that tracks.
All
How fast
right.
are they?
They're fairly fast.
While we're going through this, Dorson's just like keeping his back straight because this is the long time since he's seen other centaurs.
And as you're walking through, every single centaur stops and goes, "Oh, hi, how you doing? Oh, hi, how you doing? Oh, hi, how you doing?" All of them are greeting you. Every single person here is super nice. And he's handing out cookies to everybody who's interested. He's just giving it to them. Oh, here you go, have a cookie. Oh, yeah, you do have a cookie. Oh, yeah. Until there's no cookies left, he's like, "Oh, man, I ran out of cookies." All right, that's cool. Just keeps going.
And I'll say to Cole, like, next time, make some without chocolate. Can't really get it. Allergic to chocolate, you see.
Oh, that sucks for you. That's like, you can't even eat pancakes then in this group.
Egg allergy is a monster.
Yeah, it is. But anyways, you make it over towards a small tent that is set up by comparison of everything else. Nobody else has any tents. Nobody else has any sleepwear or anything like that. You're not really sure how they like relax in the evening, but there is one centralized tiny tent. And as he walks over there, he lifts up the drape and goes, "All right, everybody. Oh, hey, Marley, we got a Feyborn over here. You want to meet all of them?" Sure. Why not? You hear from inside. "All right, guys, go on in. 1, 2,
You can
3.
you
Yeah.
can set me down now.
Oh, my
thank you,
bad.
though.
I'm sorry. I forgot I was carrying you. You're
It's
so
okay.
little.
I get that a lot. Thank you.
You're
And then she
welcome.
just goes into the tent real quick.
You head on into the tent. Everybody aside from Jimmy is in the tent right now. Jimmy, you are talking to Hendrix, who Hendrix is a bit more mild-mannered than this individual. He's a very deep-voiced, very smooth-talking, relaxed centaur. He's like, "Oh hey, how you doing?"
Doing well. I was just curious about the writing that you did, and I just
Oh.
want to like exchange notes with him. Not really.
You realize his form of magic is vastly different from yours, but yeah. Anyways, everybody else, you walk into the tent and you see a beautiful golden maned but elderly looking centaur. She has long braided hair drifting over her arm and shoulder, kind of like a dirty blondish color, and the mane and furs of the horse body are this dark red looking color as well, with a few spots across it. And she's just standing there currently handling a few smaller vials of objects and currently doing something. And she looks over and goes, "Are you the ones that have been stalking us for 4 days?"
Yes, sorry about that.
That was very creepy.
I think stalking's a little bit strong.
Oh, I apologize. Did you have a purpose for finding us?
We were seeking help with a matter.
Yes.
By the way, sorry, should introduce ourselves. I'm Prissa. Nice to meet you.
Hello. Everyone else?
Hey,
Yeah.
Sir Yurik.
My name is Twisting Road.
I'm gonna roll.
I am called Dorza.
My name's Marley Bobs. Good to meet you. As bad as the puns as y'all make, I deserve this.
I was going to ask earlier, is her middle
Hope
name
so.
Bob?
Marley Bobs.
Well, it was either that or she had a bob cut, so, you know, one or the other. So,
Cat.
what is it that you all are doing here? What are you looking for?
Well, shall we just get straight to it, I suppose?
Yes.
The world is in dire peril. We, not just us, but our people and other allies are currently containing this danger for the moment.
A danger?
But, yes, an ancient celestial that is, well,
Gone a bit crazy.
yes.
Yes. The fallen servant of the Raven Queen.
Oh. That's bad.
And we are here to ask for your alliance, more or less.
Or any help you could potentially give us.
You see, we have this device that helps us find things, and it said that we could pointed us in your direction. That
A
you,
device? May I?
Yes.
I think
Here you
Yurik
go.
has it.
Oh yes. Yeah. Where's it? Here you are.
This compass, y'all need to clean it. It's touched so many hands by now. She takes it and flips it over and goes, "Really? Which of you follows her?
What was that?
Which of you
That would-
follows her?"
That would be me.
This is a very, very old artifact, and, well, my mother and grandmother have told me about it in the past. Now, I don't mean to disappoint you, but we are unable to directly assist you. but I can certainly tell you why. Maybe pass on some knowledge that may be helpful.
Any help you can give us would be welcome.
Yes.
Well, I hope you all have some time. It's going to be a very long story. This is where we're ending tonight's session. Cliffhangers week by week. Woo!
I was hoping to have in the last word just asking, you wouldn't happen to have a vestige lying around, would you?
No.
Very specifically asked for help.
Jimmy's already tracking it down. He has.
No, I was thinking you're about to tell like this long story, and then the story was gonna end with like some sort of major bombshell that then you were gonna end it.
Long
No.
ago in a distant land.
And you see the secret is that our ancient artifact was actually stolen by a group of deep gnomes that go by, what was it? Is it Trickfoot? Bombshell.
Person, no. But anyways,
No!
everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land, I really appreciate everybody hanging out today. I hope you all had a fantastic Zombie Jeebus day. I hope you're all going to continue to have a good one. And remember, we will be back again next week. So, players, thank you for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. I hope everybody has a good time. Goodbye.